Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate, will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Hattiesburg's first comic book and pop culture convention, Southern Geek Fest, is coming April 2nd and 3rd to the Forest County Multipurpose Center. 2 days of comic books, cosplay, media guests, authors, vendors, and more. Southern Geek Fest has a huge lineup of guests, including Tim Russ from Star Trek and Ann Mahoney from The Walking Dead.
Outstanding.
For tickets and more information, go to southerngeekfest.com. Southern Geek Fest. We'll see you there.
William Shatner is beaming into the Orpheum Theater on Thursday, May 5th for his one-man show, Shatner's World. Join Bill on this 100-minute trek through his life, told through stories, jokes, and songs. Buy your tickets now at orpheumnola.com before this Broadway hit sells out. Meet and greet tickets also available. That's Thursday, May 5th at the Orpheum Theater. Shatner's World. We just live in it.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is David D. Squared de Corbier with
Brian Held.
Brian, how the hell are you, sir?
I am wonderful, Dave.
Wonderful. Well, that is good, Brian.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Wow.
I'm try to stay upbeat all the time.
I know it's highly annoying.
Yeah. Well, you know, I my joviality is here to torture you, Dave.
Yes, it is. Hey, you know what, Brian? I got some good news for you today.
Do you?
Good news, everyone.
Do you know today the first experimental self-propelled vehicle was built in 1769 by Nicolas Cuneau for the French Army?
You know, I think I remember seeing that.
Bad news, everyone.
Yeah, it can only go in reverse. Oh, yeah. Hey, good news, Brian.
Good news, everyone.
You know, Captain Britain is coming out of retirement.
Yeah, he's going to have a TV show.
Bad news, everyone.
Yeah, he's going to need to lose a few pounds.
Oh, that was awful.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm here all week. Try the veal. Hey, Brian.
Good news, everyone.
You know, scientists have grown a fully functional heart from stem cells, which means we have replacement parts.
Right.
Yeah, well.
Bad news, everyone.
Now Burger King and Popeyes have just taken over the cafeterias in every hospital and public school in America. Well, hey, we got replacement parts now. All right, now, as always, we strongly urge you to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio. Check out our website at twigradio.com and Instagram us at The Week in Geek. Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, there's a number of different ways. Of course, once we're off the air, you can go to foxsportsam1280.com. You can see all of our shows there. They're all listed. Or you can go to Spreaker.com or download the Spreaker app for your smartphone or tablet. It's a really good way to listen to it on the go. And, of course, we are on iTunes for those iPhone users out there.
You forgot about one.
Which one? YouTube.
There
You're right.
you go,
Yeah,
YouTube.
you're
for,
right.
for some reason, I thought we weren't posting on there, but apparently we still are.
We are, and we do have listeners who tune in on YouTube.
I know. I love our listeners.
Yes.
All right, speaking of not loving people, though, let's get on to our first segment of our boy Skungy and his Pick of the Week.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by GameStop and ThinkGeek.com.
Skungy's Pick of the Week.
You might be an idiot savant.
Skungy, what's shaking bacon?
Nothing much, gentlemen. Just getting ready to see Orphan Fight, the movie.
Well, you know, I took umbrage at that meme that was going around about him being an orphan, because technically the Kents raised him, even though his parents died on Krypton.
Well, he is an orphan, right? That's the definition of an orphan.
Yeah,
Dave?
but no. Like, come on. The family doesn't end with blood, son.
Right, well,
You know.
but hey, look, we're gonna save all of that good stuff for the third segment.
I
Dave.
can't.
No.
It's gonna be Dave Bryan fighting the third segment.
It is.
It's a good thing there's a damn window between the two of us.
So what's up, Skungy? What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Just got a little game that came out a little while ago, and I'm finally getting around to reviewing it. Street Fighter V.
Oh, okay.
So it's the fifth installment in the long-running series of Street Fighter. It's a PlayStation 4 and PC exclusive.
Okay.
Damn it.
Sorry, Dave.
Damn it.
No Xbox for the Dave. All right.
So, it's got, it's a fighter, 2D fighter. Here's the thing. Reason why I'm reviewing it is also I want to give a caveat to some players who might want to pick up the game. I don't feel that this game is finished.
Okay.
They're doing digital content with it. They don't have a full roster of characters, it seems, yet. But they do have something cool. Now, there is a season pass where you can get your fighters. But you can also, depending on how well you play the game, you can actually unlock the fighters through playing the game and playing it well.
All right.
So that's something that I'm looking really close into, because that's something that could change gaming on the whole. Instead of sitting there and having people pay real money for it, you get rewarded for playing a game well.
So you're gonna have skills to get the characters versus just money.
Exactly.
Well, that kind of sucks for me, man, because the little 12-year-olds with cat-like reflexes are going to be like, pounding me.
Yeah, well, and I just honestly, I don't see that succeeding as a model, right? Because people are just going to complain, like, why can't I just pay for this stuff? Right?
No, you can pay for it as well.
Oh, okay.
That's
You
why he
can
said
pay
there's a
for it as well,
cravat,
but
like a tie.
If you're good, you don't have to.
Okay. Oh, I got you. All right. No, I didn't understand that.
That was
part.
the
All right.
cravat.
Gotcha. Okay.
Caveat, whatever.
So, PS4 and PC.
Dirty PC.
How much are we looking at? 60?
It's $60. The season pass is $30, and the problem that I have with it is that Guile, one of the classic characters that's in every single Street Fighter, is not in the core game. You have to buy the season pass to get Guile.
What?
Our guest is horribly offended at you, Skungy.
He does.
Kyle is my god.
He had that cool buzz cut, man.
Yeah.
I always pictured him and Chun-Li,
seems that
riding off in
Capcom
the
just
sunset.
Now, Capcom's done this in the past. They always release characters later on. Street Fighter 4 had 4 different versions. It was Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade, and then Ultra Street Fighter 4. And they're all subsequent retail releases.
Okay.
But the good thing is a lot of times you're able to just upgrade with a DLC patch that you pay $15 for instead of paying the full $50. But still, it's no excuse.
So, what's the big deal? Like, I mean, this is a fighter just like every other fighter. Why would I want to go buy this game?
Nostalgia.
Name brand for one, Street Fighter. Street Fighter still is the granddaddy of all the fighting games out there. So if you're a fighting game fan, you really can't get better than Street Fighter. And this one's a really tight, it's not button mashing is not going to win you a game in this game.
Okay.
I have a shot then.
Exactly.
All right. Well, hey, I have to ask you about something, Skungy. So I saw this website pop up about.
I'm sorry, I didn't close those windows. I meant to close those. Sorry.
But this website popped up about the viral infection Like if you were infected with a virus, how fast would it destroy the whole world? And it's actually a promo from Ubisoft for The Division. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it is. The Division is still going strong. The DLC that's coming out they're doing patches every week. This game is just blowing up the game world.
So, but I've already seen an article on in-game content. I mean, are people killing this thing that quick?
What?
Like,
what do you mean? Oh, no. There's constantly PvP and PvE going on. So even when you're finished playing the main story, there's still lots of stuff to do.
All right. Yeah, it was like kind of raid article, like how to tune your characters for a raid.
Yeah, because you want to get with other players and go through certain scenarios, because you can do it by yourself, but it's not really recommended because you get your butt whipped.
Now, Skungy, look, you know that I downloaded Rocket League last week. How's it doing? Because I'll tell you what, as a parent, I am loving this damn game because, A, I can still beat my kid at it, and B, he spends a lot of time on it and leaves me alone. And I love that as a parent. So, what can I look forward to more like downloadable stuff for Rocket League? Because right now all they got is these $2.99 little, Batmobile or the DeLorean. What else they got coming on down the pike? Do they
They're
have
going to
anything?
have so much stuff come out for that game. It just keeps getting more and more popular.
It's fun,
every week
man.
You got more players playing it. You're going to have more DLC. They didn't think that the game was going to be as popular as it was. It took them by surprise. So they're kind of scrambling around going, man, we got something hot on our
What else do we do?
Start capitalizing on it.
Well, it's great because I hate people, but I'm playing with these other people, and it's okay because they don't talk to me, and I only have to be around them for 3-minute bursts, and I can handle that. After
serving friends.
Right. After 5 minutes, I just want to kill somebody. So I'm liking this game. So I'm hoping either I don't know. It's fun though. I'll just say that. I re-recommend Rocket League. Yeah.
Yes, we do highly.
All right, Skungy. Well, as always, we Brian likes you.
Yes.
So,
Thank you very much, Skungy.
Say bye-bye, Skungy.
Thank you, Brian.
Talk to you soon.
Later. All right, guys. Now, look, we have a guest in the studio.
We
Brian,
do.
tell us about him.
This is Mr. Derek Donovan. Hey, man.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
It's
hey,
going.
Man.
And he is a fantastic comic book artist, and he's going to tell us all about it after the break.
Cool.
Yes.
Does he draw Spider-Man?
He does, in fact, draw
Oh, hell
Spider-Man.
yeah. All right, now you just made my evening. All right, guys, stay tuned. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
Is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
We've got an accident on the shoulder on I-10 westbound near Clearview Parkway, heading toward Kenner, and some heavy traffic coming in from Kenner on 10 eastbound. Watch for delays starting at Loyola Drive, heavy up to Power Boulevard. We also have some slowing left on I-610 east, approaching the high-rise, delays near Elysian Fields. The Canal Street Ferry currently out of service due to maintenance work. I'm Lisa Baque. Follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic NO.
This report is brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life.
When Marlon Shirley was 5, he lost his foot. Today, as the world's fastest amputee, he runs the 100 meters in less time than it takes to listen to this. Overcome it. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life.
This report is brought to you by Think It Up.
I'm meteorologist Bruce Katz in the Fox 8 Weather Center for your Thursday night. The rain moves out. Temperatures cool down a bit. The overnight low 50 to 55. Clouds clearing up after midnight. Now for tomorrow on Good Friday, a beautiful day. Mostly sunny and cooler, the high of 71. It looks like Saturday will be partly cloudy at 75. And Sunday, unfortunately for Easter, more rain moves back in as a front approaches, so Sunday looks to be a bit wet.
Hi, I'm Nick Jonas, and I'm here to tell you about Think It Up, a new initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join us at thinkitup.org.
Leukemia, cancer, and AIDS affects all of us. You never know when you or someone close to you will be diagnosed with one of these devastating diseases. The T.J. Martell Foundation is working hard with many dedicated researchers to help find a control and even a cure. But research needs funding. Hey, I'm Hunter Hayes, and I'm asking you to join me now in donating to the T.J. Martell Foundation, an organization dedicated to finding a cure. Every donation counts. To learn more, visit tjmartell.org.
Do you have a family member who is getting older and can no longer be safely left alone? Get to know Visiting Angels, America's choice in senior home care. With over 500 offices, Visiting Angels assist adults nationwide to continue living in-home and avoid moving into a nursing home. Experienced, compassionate caregivers provide assistance in hygiene, meals, and light housework. Services provided up to 24 hours a day at affordable rates. For senior home care you can trust, check out visitingangels.com. Franchise opportunities available. Visitingangels.com.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Hattiesburg's first comic book and pop culture convention, Southern Geek Fest, is coming April 2nd and 3rd to the Forest County Multipurpose Center. 2 days of comic books, cosplay, media guests, authors, vendors, and more. Southern Geek Fest has a huge lineup of guests, including Tim Russ from Star Trek and Ann Mahoney from The Walking Dead.
Outstanding.
For tickets and more information, go to southerngeekfest.com. Southern Geek Fest. We'll see you there.
William Shatner is beaming into the Orpheum Theater on Thursday, May 5th for his one-man show, Shatner's World. Join Bill on this 100-minute trek through his life, told through stories, jokes, and songs. Buy your tickets now at orpheumnola.com before this Broadway hit sells out. Meet and greet tickets also available. That's Thursday, May 5th at the Orpheum Theater. Shatner's World. We just live in it.
Now back to The Week in Geek.
Ooh, I'm so happy.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
This is brilliant dialogue.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D squared.
All right.
Ah, suck it.
And so, hey, man, we have Mr. Derek Donovan in studio. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
We're doing awesome. So you like that rejoinder? That little Stan Lee in there?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
We have him saying strippers, too.
I'm sure that was really hard to get him to say.
Actually, it wasn't, shockingly enough.
Yeah.
God bless the internet.
Yeah. So, Derek, you are a freelance artist.
Correct.
With over 20 years in the comic book industry.
Yeah, you make it sound really oppressive.
Yeah,
yes.
Well, but, I mean, 20, that's a long time, man.
Yeah, I'm only 41, so that gives you a clue.
Wow. And dude, you've worked for like the big three, dude. Marvel, DC, Image. I know you've worked for other stuff, too, like other studios.
Yeah, smaller companies. Yeah.
I mean, dude, that sounds like a dream job, right?
It's not too bad. I mean, when the weather's really crappy, you can sit at home with your coffee and sit in your underwear and draw comic books and, watch movies. So it's not too bad.
Sounds like my brother, but he doesn't get paid for it.
Yeah, well, I'm working on the paid part. But.
Yeah, well, yeah, and he's just scribbling, right?
Yeah, right, he's doodling.
So, for Marvel, right, you've done characters like Spider-Man, X-Men, Miss Marvel, Avengers, DC on the DC side, Superman, Supergirl, yes. Batman, Robin, Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah, been around the block.
Yeah. I mean, like how do you get started in that, man?
As a kid, I just drew all the time. I didn't even know there was a job to be had. I just liked drawing. And then I went to a comic shop and met a guy who was like 10 years older than me who was kind of breaking in at the independent level, the black and white comic stuff.
Okay.
And I was like, wait a minute, people get paid to draw? Put two and two together and just chased it down. I basically would do samples and send them into editors, and they'd slap me around and say, you don't know how to draw, and kick me to the curb, and you just gradually over time whittle down the things they have to complain about until eventually they say, if I give him work, I'll hear from him less.
That's kind of our motto sometimes.
Yeah, pretty
right?
much.
Yeah.
No, but so, I mean, clearly you're saying that you have to hone that craft over many
years. At least
years.
I did. I mean, there might be some savant type, straight out of the crib.
I think about the what is it, the Saturday Evening Post or whatever. Maybe it's the New York newspaper where they put in those little the little cartoonists. I watched this thing on HBO, for the love of God. Can't remember what it is, where they pick the cartoons to go in the New York Times or something like that. I'm blanking on what it is, but they've got people who've been trying to get some of these things published for decades, and like one guy, he's so proud of himself because he got 5, but apparently it's a very hard thing to do, and no is something that I'm sure you've heard several times.
Oh, more than,
and you get up, you get over it, and you keep on doing it. I mean, how hard was it at sometimes to really pick yourself up by your bootstraps and get back to the drawing board,
it's not
literally.
for the thin-skinned. If hearing no is going to send you running, go do something else.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So I mean, do you have any formalized training?
I took art classes in high school, which were mainly a dodge from doing real things. And of course, I drew in the classes that were intended to be learning classes.
Okay.
Sketch, notebooks full of sketches instead of notes.
Yeah.
But mainly my education came from being in studios with other artists in apprenticeship roles. So basically you'd have a senior artist who needed somebody to like sweep up and, organize papers and do the grunt work that he didn't want to do. And you would learn over the shoulder, like, hey, why are you doing that? Or how did you do that? And that was the way that I learned. And I know a lot of people learn that way. And it's a classroom of one, which I prefer.
No, that sounds really cool. Right?
I've done that in radio. That's pretty much, it was like, I won't get paid. I'll just watch it over your shoulder and see which buttons you push.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's cool, man. So, well, I mean, what are you working on right now?
Right now I'm doing a creator-owned book at Image Comics with Joe Casey, who was the writer I worked with on Superman at DC and Youngblood at Image.
Okay.
And he is part of a collective called Man of Action who created a cartoon called Ben 10, you might have heard of.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And they also created a comic book that became a movie called Big Hero 6.
Yes.
So they've kind of had a lot of success, and I'm going to ride his coattails till the end of time.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So, yeah, we're doing a creator-owned book called Crunch Time. At least that's the working title. And it's kind of like basketball meets murder ball, where, like, full contact UFC is perfectly okay in the sport.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that sounds a little like Blood Bowl. You're familiar with that?
Is that an old football game?
It's from Games Workshop. It's truly fantasy football.
It's fantasy football.
Is that the one where you could leave the injured players on the field
Yeah.
and stuff? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, no, it's good. So are we in the same kind of vine?
I
here?
guess, yeah. I mean, I know the game you're talking of, from 20 years ago, but I had very little to do with the story end of this. Joe just said, you want to play? And I was like, yeah, let's, as I said, I'll ride your coattails.
So now is what you're doing, is it kind of like the rest of the entertainment industry, like actors and actresses, things like that, where you have to go and get a job, and then you do a job, and then once that's done, you have to go find another job?
Yeah, you are freelance is hunting constantly from one job to the next. Feast and famine.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you create something yourself that can never be taken away from you. Like Mike Mignola draws a book called Hellboy, or Frank Miller does a book called Sin City. Well, they have that job as long as they want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and you do have something like that. You did the Bionic Bombshell one and done shot, right?
Yeah, that was my little foray into creator-owned comics through a Kickstarter. I just wanted to do something that was all my own, more just to do all the jobs, because comics is usually done by about 4 or 5 individuals. And I said, let's do them all so I can be a one-man band, basically.
Okay, all right.
And it looks good on the resume.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you'd like this too. There's a character in there called Jumbo Shrimp, who's a little midget guy, right? And he can grow.
I'm liking it already.
Yeah, he's like Godzilla size, but a dwarf.
Yeah,
nice.
So, well, I mean, how did that work out for you as far as that process?
You mean just doing the Bionic Bombshell thing? I consider it a success. I wasn't trying to like conquer the world with it. I just wanted to see if I could do it and finance it, which was what the Kickstarter did.
Okay.
So I got it made. I learned a few things about it, and now I'm moving on to other projects. I don't know if I'll revisit that character right now because I have so many things I want to do.
Right.
But hey, if there's money there, I'll chase it down.
Yeah.
Well, what are you working on right now that you can talk about?
The Crunch Time thing at
Okay.
Image, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know when that's going to be released because I have 7 more pages to do until I'm done, which they want now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They want yesterday.
is 7 pages a lot though? And I'm not messing with you. I mean,
it's not a whole lot. It's like 2 weeks of buckling down.
Holy
and not,
crap, that's a long time. 2 weeks for holy guacamole.
Well, it's a lot of work, Those are 12-hour days at least, probably.
And here I go thinking comic book artists are lazy bums.
Oh, we are. Don't be mistaken.
Sipping coffee in the rain
with a little whiskey. Yeah, sure.
Oh man, I want to grow up and be a comic book artist.
No, see, that's the trap. Don't grow up and be a comic book
artist. Oh, okay.
So, I mean, do you have another Kickstarter in you? Or
I don't know. I mean, I think Kickstarter is a valuable format. I have projects, but I don't know if that's the way I want to go with it. I mean, I think there's a limited amount of times you can go to that well, at least I think. I'm sure there are people that'll go there 20 times. But I think eventually you're just asking $5 from all your friends over and over and over again.
Right. Well, I mean, I think some businesses can build up on it. I mean, we interviewed Jamie Stegmeyer from Stonemaier Games, who made over $1 million for one of his board games. So
right,
yeah.
Right.
But I mean, you could eventually do that. But so let me ask you. I was really surprised. Since we've been doing the show and we go to all these cons, how vibrant a comic book artist community we have here in the city in New Orleans.
It's really grown. When I was coming up, it was literally like me and one or two other people, but. It's really thriving. We do have a small community, not just in the city, but in the state. You got guys in Lafayette and Baton Rouge. And it's great. I think all the film work that came into town helped stir the pot for that,
Well, and I mean, there's more than just comic books for somebody with your skill, right? You mentioned earlier about you did storyboards for film.
Storyboarding, yeah, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, if you can draw, if you have artistic talent, you can find the stuff, find the work.
No, that's great. All right, well, how do we find you on the net?
Facebook.
Yeah. Derek Donovan.
Just Derek Donovan, Facebook. I'm on DeviantArt, which is kind of like an online gallery. So if you want to just see what the guy who's talking, what his work looks like, just go to DeviantArt, look up Derek Donovan. There's a bunch of stuff there.
Yeah, no, it's great. I've been there. It's good stuff. All right, well, Derek, we appreciate you coming in and taking the time. And all the guys out at Drink and Draw that you're going to tonight?
Yeah.
So
they're drinking and drawing tonight?
Yeah, we got a little drink and draw later.
Where? I
think it's going to be at BSI Comics in Metairie. We just hang out and drink beer and
great
talk
segue
shop.
about that. One of our fine sponsors, Tubby and Coos. BSI is one of the scavenger hunt locales.
Yeah, we got to talk about that coming up. Yeah.
We know everybody, or we know people that know them.
Yes.
All right, guys, stay tuned. You are listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
We've got an accident on the shoulder on I-10 westbound near Clearview Parkway, heading toward Kenner, and some heavy traffic coming in from Kenner on 10 eastbound. Watch for delays starting at Loyola Drive, heavy up to Power Boulevard. We also have some slowing left on I-610 east, approaching the high-rise, delays near Elysian Fields. The Canal Street Ferry currently out of service due to maintenance work. I'm Lisa Baquet. Follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic NO.
This report is brought to you by Amtrak. Once-in-a-lifetime journeys depart daily. See where the train can take you. Go ahead and take that surprise trip to see the family and friends you've been thinking about. Ride Amtrak from New Orleans to Washington, D.C. or San Francisco for as low as $122. Go to Amtrak.com and see where the train can take you. Restrictions apply.
I happen to work in a cubicle.
Hey, man, did you get my email?
Excuse me, Ted. I'm clearly doing something right now.
Well, sorry.
So the thing is, with iHeartRadio.com, I'm able to drown that all out. I get all my favorite music. All my favorite stations.
Great lessons to be learned in football.
And none of Janice's cat stories.
You told me you liked those.
I lied. Download our free iHeartRadio app today or listen online at iHeartRadio.com.
Leukemia, cancer, and AIDS affects all of us. You never know when you or someone close to you will be diagnosed with one of these devastating diseases. The T.J. Martell Foundation is working hard with many dedicated researchers to help find a control and even a cure. But research needs funding. Hey, I'm Hunter Hayes, and I'm asking you to join me now in donating to the T.J. Martell Foundation, an organization dedicated to finding a cure. Every donation counts. To learn more, visit tjmartell.org.
Do you have a family member who is getting older and can no longer be safely left alone? Get to know Visiting Angels, America's choice in senior home care. With over 500 offices, Visiting Angels assist adults nationwide to continue living in-home and avoid moving into a nursing home. Experienced, compassionate caregivers provide assistance in hygiene, meals, and light housework. Services provided up to 24 hours a day at affordable rates. For senior home care you can trust, check out visitingangels.com. Franchise opportunities available. Visitingangels.com.
The sizzle of a steak on the grill, the crashing of waves on the beach, and whatever that is. At iHeartMedia, we have harnessed the power of sound in a way that can help you expand your reach to a new group of target customers and grow your business through customized and effective advertising, big or small, local, regional, or national. Our iHeartMedia consultants are ready to help. Call 844-BUY-RADIO or go to iHeartMedia.com.
Your 2016-2017 Pelican season tickets are on sale now. Purchase your seats by March 31st and you can lock in our early bird pricing. With lower bowl season tickets starting as low as $31 per game. Pelican season ticket holders have a chance to win great gifts as part of our parade of prizes, including autographed jerseys, trips with the team, and much, much more. Call 504-525-HOOP or visit Pelicans.com to get your seats by March 31st and take advantage of this early bird deal.
Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby and Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Hattiesburg's first comic book and pop culture convention, Southern Geek Fest, is coming April 2nd and 3rd to the Forest County Multipurpose Center. 2 days of comic books, cosplay, media guests, authors, vendors, and more. Southern Geek Fest has a huge lineup of guests, including Tim Russ from Star Trek and Ann Mahoney from The Walking Dead.
Outstanding.
For tickets and more information, go to southerngeekfest.com. Southern Geek Fest. We'll see you there.
William Shatner is beaming into the Orpheum Theater on Thursday, May 5th for his one-man show, Shatner's World. Join Bill on this 100-minute trek through his life, told through stories, jokes, and songs. Buy your tickets now at orpheumnola.com before this Broadway hit sells out. Meet and greet tickets also available. That's Thursday, May 5th at the Orpheum Theater. Shatner's World. We just live in it.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to
Starscream here, and you are listening to The Week in Geek, Fox Sports, 1280 AM. Call me Lord.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Ironhide.
That's cool. That's a good one.
Yay.
Yeah.
So, Starscream. Steve Bloom.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, it was so awesome of him to take the time to do that.
He's a cool cat, man. He's a cool cat.
Oh, no, he's great. So I wanted to mention real quick, once again, thanks to our guest, Derek. He had to roll out to get to that drinking draw. But if our listeners want to find Derek Donovan, he will be at Southern Geek Fest in 2 weekends. Yeah.
Get out.
And look, he, like most artists, he takes commissions. I have some of his work at the house. He's fantastic artist.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. So, all right,
Southern
sir.
Geek Fest, Hattiesburg, not this weekend, but next.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's coming up.
I'm telling you, man. Boy, then I'm shivering to think about June, man.
Oh, dude.
It's gonna be like a Dead Man's Alley, something coming into that one.
I know.
So hey, you know what, Brian?
What?
Top nerd news.
Yes.
And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world, brought to you by Shatner's World at the Orpheum Theater Thursday, May 5th. Buy your tickets at orpheumnola.com. And now, your top nerd news stories.
All right, Brian, what's stopping us off today, man?
So I feel like you played the wrong music coming to this because you should have did some Mortal Kombat friggin' fights. Right?
I got that. I leave that for the last segment because it's, final round.
Yeah, but we're
finish him.
But here it is, man. Batman versus Superman. Dude, the critics are destroying this movie.
What do critics know?
You're like the buzzing of flies to him.
That is what you are to me, the buzzing of flies. I will go to see the movie. Suck it.
So,
all right, wait. Let's just clear the air now here, Held.
All right.
All right. So, what are these crybabies saying about my movie?
It's too long, right?
There's no such thing. Unless it's like Schindler's List.
It's 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Right?
Of awesomeness.
It's convoluted.
Oh,
right?
my gosh. Oh, it's a plot. Heaven forbid we have to follow a plot.
Well, but here's the thing, right? I said this a while ago. I think they're trying to do too much in this movie, right, to catch up to the MCU. And that's the complaint. That's one of the complaints that we're hearing.
Okay.
All right. I've heard... on the positive side, I've heard people say that Ben Affleck actually surprised folks and nailed it as Batman.
The dude can act. Well, I mean, just because he made some bad choices like Reindeer Game and Phantoms was the bomb, Regardless of that, though, he is a pretty damn fine actor and a director.
I've heard a lot of people happy about Wonder Woman.
And he's got a chiseled chin.
Yeah.
Chiseled chin, chiseled chin, chiseled chin, chiseled chin, chiseled chin.
A lot of folks are happy about Wonder Woman, although they don't think that she got enough screen time.
Oh, my, for the love of Christ. Are you kidding me? Really? That's what they're complaining about?
Well, I mean, amongst other things, I'm getting to it. I'm trying to throw some positives in here. Right?
Whatever, because you're Mr. Non-Sunshine. You're
what?
Mr. Rain Cloud.
What
That's
are you talking about?
You're darkness and thunder, Brian.
No, clearly, our roles are reversed in this scenario.
So what?
So, the Superman, dark, brooding, way too grim. Like, there's no humor in this movie at all. Right.
Well, I mean, it is kind of serious when you're considering, two juggernauts are about to fight, and they're pretty much fighting over the fact that Superman and General Zod's, fight in Metropolis, pretty much leveled the city and killed, thousands of people.
Actually, they're fighting because Lex Luthor is trying to manipulate them into a fight.
He is smart.
And I hear that character.
I mean, he created Facebook.
that character. Or the characterization in this movie is very convoluted, that some of the reasoning behind their decisions is not well thought out, or it just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't understand why they're fighting. Or
Psychopath is a 3-syllable word for people with small minds.
Is that so?
Yes, that's what I heard.
So, let's see. Let me.
You're just trying to find stuff.
No. So look, last night when I looked at Rotten Tomatoes,
okay,
all right, the critic score was like 34%. When I checked it earlier today when I was doing notes, it was 33%. It is now at 31%. And the audience scores are dropping as well. It was 81% last night. It was 78 when I checked it earlier today. It is now 77%. The scores are dropping.
Okay, so 1 out of 4 viewers is a Marvel fanboy like you. You're going to walk in there and just dissect it and pissy pants all over it just because you love Marvel. And you want to see DC fail.
It actually, no, right? Because because a competitive environment, gives for innovation and stuff. If one side is just totally destroying and winning in this, it's not so good for the overall environment. So no, we need decent competition to keep Marvel on their toes, right? Not that they've suffered because they're awesome. So,
God, I hate you. Truly hate you.
So, but anyway, hey man, when are
I'm
you going to
go see it? I don't know. I'm going to go see it tonight.
Are you going to go see it tonight?
Yeah. Screw you. I'm going tonight. Stop me. I dare you.
I have to work tomorrow. I can't go tonight.
I'll take my kid. Because at least he is an aficionado of the DC universe, unlike some slovenly people I know.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What else you got?
Let's see. Marvel and Netflix confirmed Finn Jones as Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who cares?
No, there's a whole lot of controversy on that, saying that they were whitewashing it, but the character is white from the original source material.
And he's going to be a fairly good actor. He's in Game of Thrones, man.
Yeah.
So he's used to, I don't know, strenuous acting.
I think it'll be fine. Okay, so apparently Bill Murray is cameoing in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, what's that about? I didn't even read the damn article. It's in our show notes. I didn't even read it. Tell me what happened.
So basically, they were just kind of gushing, like, hey, we had Bill Murray in here to do his camo scene, and he totally did Bill Murray, and he just kind of went off script and was like, and it was so incredibly awesome to see him in, because it's Bill Murray.
Well,
right?
yeah.
And so, but... Dude, I've been seeing so much negative reaction about Ghostbusters.
I don't know. Look, I'm going to go back to our interview a week or two ago of Ben Langlanet. Yeah. I mean, holy crap, dude. I mean, the way he talked about it and the way Feig talked about it, and actually I saw him on Talking Dead the other weekend, too. I mean, look, I think it's going to be good, and I really kind of like this idea that they're bandying about us, and DC is doing the same thing, where it's multiple universes. I mean, the multiverse is kind of a way they're. I have a low opinion of people in general, and so I think our populace has gotten slightly smarter to comprehend the fact of a multiverse. So now they can kind of use it because, like The One, remember Jet Li's movie, The One, the multiverse,
right?
That just blew people's minds. They're like, I don't understand. Just hit him in the face again.
Well, I find it. I read an article about the Ghostbusters movie where the guy broke it down by the numbers, and it was pretty interesting. Just the way he broke it down about. Here's the demographic that traditionally looks at Ghostbusters. It's male. It's, the 25 to 40 age range type deal.
Our listeners.
Right. But that everything that the movie, the current incarnation is aimed at is like single women from, the same age range. And it, just basically... I mean, he broke down serious numbers throughout this entire article. It was pretty interesting. Right.
I don't know. You know what? They should settle it with a Tesla versus Edison video game. That's my fight.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. All right, so if anybody hasn't seen this, check out our Facebook page, facebook.com, The Week in Geek. We have a link to the Edison Tesla. It's like Mortal Kombat, except that you get the crap shocked out of you. So always play with a friend you dislike and preferably has a pacemaker.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, that's so messed up. So I know we got to go to break, but I have to mention this.
We don't have to. We can keep talking if we want.
Daredevil 2, Season 2 was so incredible.
You watched the whole thing already? You've already binged it? What is it, 10 episodes?
It's 13 episodes.
13 episodes.
It's like a 13-hour movie. You can't stop.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you can.
No. You get the messages from Netflix. Are you still alive?
Do we need to send the paramedics?
Right.
Send more paramedics.
But, all right. Well, are you ready to take a break?
Sure. What the hell? We can take a break. All right, guys. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. We're going to go out to Brian's theme song. I'm turning off your mic so you can't talk.
Easter is Sunday, so get to Kohl's and take an extra 20% off with your friends and family savings pass. Shop Friday night owls 3 to 11 p.m. and Saturday early birds 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And save 40 to 60% on dresses, kids' dressy apparel, and new shoes. Everyone gets Kohl's cash, too. Now that's the good stuff. Kohl's. Hours may vary by store. Select styles. 20% offer valid March 24th through 26th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
William Shatner is beaming into the Orpheum Theater on Thursday, May 5th for his one-man show, Shatner's World. Join Bill on this 100-minute trek through his life, told through stories, jokes, and songs. Buy your tickets now at OrpheumNola.com before this Broadway hit sells out. Meet and greet tickets also available. That's Thursday, May 5th at the Orpheum Theater. Shatner's World. We just live in it.
We are a nation of overachievers. We didn't just send an astronaut to the moon. We gave him a buggy with big old knobby tires to drive on that moon. A freaking moon buggy. So why have we settled for mints that only cover up bad breath instead of getting rid of it? We deserve better. Like Breath Savers. It's a moon-shooting, buggy-riding mint with Nutrizin, which is scientifically proven to neutralize bad breath. Breath Savers. It's the overachieving mint.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate, will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Hattiesburg's first comic book and pop culture convention, Southern Geek Fest, is coming April 2nd and 3rd to the Forest County Multipurpose Center. 2 days of comic books, cosplay, media guests, authors, vendors, and more. Southern Geek Fest has a huge lineup of guests, including Tim Russ from Star Trek and Ann Mahoney from The Walking Dead.
Outstanding.
For tickets and more information, go to southerngeekfest.com. Southern Geek Fest. We'll see you there.
Final round.
This is the Week in Geek.
Excellent.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Outstanding.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios.
Fight.
Here's David and Brian.
Finish him.
Welcome back. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is D Squared with
Brian Held.
Yay, there you are. Thank God. I was like, can we finally get a show right once?
Yeah.
And it worked.
No,
Yay.
I think you turned off my mic, so I don't think you
Well, I did turn off your mic. Maybe that's why I just forgot to turn it back on.
Oh, jeez.
I just don't like you.
All right.
So, hey, Brian.
Hey, Dave.
Hey. So, look, what are we doing this weekend?
This weekend, well, we have to see Batman vs. Superman for one.
Right, but also, I think we should go on a scavenger hunt.
I think we should, too.
I feel the need.
Yeah.
The need to find a rupee.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Yeah,
tubbyandcoos.com.
Yes. So, of course, this all revolves around The Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses, right? And this is the master quest that they're doing for just to kind of whip up some excitement about it.
April 1st at the Sanger. So now this is from the press release that we got. It's dangerous to go alone, so take a friend. So, Brian, what does that say? Many will embark?
Yeah, many will embark, but few will prevail. Only one will triumph. Will you find the hidden rupee? All right, so
it's this weekend, March 25th, 26th, 27th. So basically what you do is you got to find one of the sponsoring locations, which is either Tubby & Coos, BSI Comics, Gopher Games, or Crescent City Comics. Get the first clue, decrypt all the puzzles, find your way to the hidden rupee, and then pick up some books, games, and comics along the way.
Yeah, most definitely. So all great local businesses. And, they're all participating in this event.
Yeah, and talking with Candace, apparently you get to break crap at the end of it.
Do you?
Yeah, you get to break stuff. So I'm all in. Anytime I get to break crap, I'm all in.
It must be the pot that you have to break to get the ruby, right? Just like in
Zelda.
Zelda.
Kind of like, Zelda's wife, or Link's wife came up and was like, hey, why do you keep breaking all these pots?
Yeah.
He's like, to get the rupees, of course. She sticks her hands in it, pulls it out. He's like, witchcraft!
That's good stuff.
Speaking of witchcraft, Ernest Russell It's like he's a cyber witch. This dude is like blown up our Facebook page.
He has, man. So, yeah, if anybody's noticed an uptick.
Cyber Ernie is on the case.
Yeah, no, I think he's jacked directly into the net, right?
Yes, he is. Hey, you know what, Brian? Don't we have some more community news before we do This Week in Geek History?
I was just going to shout out to the Zelda Symphony, which we kind of already did. I think that's all the community news we got.
Good deal. All right, This Week in Geek History.
This Week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future! Yes! Oh my gosh!
This Week in Geek History is brought to you by Five Stones Media. Find them on the net at fivestonesmedia.com. This Week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
All right, Brian, so...
Yes?
Educate these fools.
Oh, jeez. All right. First thing on my list, March 21st, 1981. In the episode, I'm going to murder this.
Oh, Jesus.
Logopolis.
Do you read this crap before you read it to me?
I got it. All right.
Okay.
In the episode Logopolis, ending his run as the Fourth Doctor, Tom Baker steps away from the role as the Doctor in Doctor Who. And sad day for fans everywhere because he's definitively the Doctor, right?
Why? Why would you bring that up?
Because it's a moment in history.
Yeah, way to end the show on a high note.
Well, I got some stuff to...
You gotta have something good. Bring me something good.
All right.
Tell me something good.
March 22nd, 1985. V, the series, ends its final episode after being canceled by the networks.
You know, I always am tortured by that one vision of that woman eating that little hamster, unhinging her jaw. Like,
I do remember that.
Oh, God, it was creepy, man.
Oh, and remember the little half-human, half-lizard baby?
Oh,
right?
God, no, I don't remember that one.
Yeah. One of the aliens gets pregnant by a human, and then they have this hybrid baby, and it was really cheesy, like special effects at the time.
God, I miss the 80s. So it's like some sort of chud baby, chud baby.
Right. Yeah, it was very silly.
What's next?
I got an old one. March 23rd, 1903. The Wright brothers applied for their famous patent for a flying machine.
And then they crashed and burned.
Well, yeah. It was up for seconds.
Yes, seconds. Oh, hey, look, the fathers of modern flight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. All right, I think you don't like this next one.
You're probably right. I don't like anything you give me.
All right.
You're just going to do it anyway.
I am.
Up yours, DeCorbier.
March 24th, 1990. Alf ends after 4 seasons and 102 episodes.
I liked Alf.
Oh, I thought you hated Alf.
Alf from Melmac.
Yeah.
It's Melmac.
I know.
Alien life form. He liked cats.
Yeah. Did you like to
I
eat
like
them?
cats. I like to eat cats.
Yeah.
Hey. And I remember watching that god-awful Saturday morning cartoon about it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Retro Geek Night at Tubby and Coos. This actually isn't a plug for them. I'm actually kind of jealous. They watch She-Ra.
Yeah.
And she and I were joking about how there was actually a plot in the very first episode about how She-Ra was actually a bad person in the beginning, being, mind screwed over by these evil mages and stuff like that. And so then, He-Man, her half-brother or cousin, wherever the hell he was, it's like she saves him and fights back, and then, for Eternia.
So, I have a request.
Oh, my God.
I have to interrupt the news stream real quick.
Okay, what do we have?
My dear and lovely wife
she loves Wikipedia?
She wants me to mention Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah. See, she's my favorite held. My favorite held right there because it's DC property.
So, she is so dedicated, right? Such a dedicated educator, right? And she's so focused on her job or whatever that she had not seen the Suicide Squad trailer. I know.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Exactly.
Hey, they had a Monster Squad trailer. The Suicide from the 80s Monster Squad.
Oh, yeah.
Wolfman's got nards, man.
But she literally watched it 3 times in a row. Just
because it's awesome.
Yeah, okay,
You
sure.
know, forget you. All right,
Okay.
me and your lovely dear and wife, Lord, whatever, however the hell you say it, your dear and lovely wife.
Yes.
We're gonna go see the movie without you.
No, I'm gonna go.
No, you're not. No, I'm saying it right now. You are not coming.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
Me and DL held.
Okay, you can take her out on a date. There you go.
Okay. All right, now you had to make it sound creepy. Now I was just gonna hang out. Way to creep out the show.
All right.
Give me some birthdays.
Are we that time yet?
Yeah, pretty much. You got one more?
I do.
You're really trying to jerk my chain tonight, aren't you?
Well, no, because this is important because of Batman vs. Superman on March 25th, 2011.
Oh, no. Wait.
Starring Emily Browning, Vanessa Hudgens, Abby Cornish, and directed by Zack Snyder. It's Sucker Punch.
That movie suckered.
It did.
It was horrible.
Because, I liked it up until the very ending, and when it ended the way it did, I was it was like a sucker punch. It was,
maybe that's why it was titled that.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved the imagery of
yes.
it, but other than that, it was a flaming turd.
All right. Much like Batman versus Superman.
Oh, God! Hate you! Jeez.
Birthdays.
You zinged me on the way out.
All right. Yes, I know. On the 21st, it's Gary Oldman.
Woo,
yeah.
He's an old man.
Yeah, he is. So, too bad we won't see him as Commissioner Gordon. Also on the 21st, Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ferris.
On the 22nd, and he'll be our guest on May the 5th,
Matthew
William
Broderick?
Shatner. No.
Oh, yeah, the Shatner. Yeah, he just had his birthday.
Yeah. On the 24th, Kelly LeBrock. Remember
Oh,
her?
my God. Weird Science. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
On the 25th, Richard O'Brien from Rocky Horror, Riff Raff.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Riff Raff Scott Rivette.
Yeah, exactly. And on the 27th, Nathan Fillion.
Oh, Captain Canuck.
Yes. Yep.
Captain Canada.
Yep.
All right, Brian. Another show is in the books.
Hey, guys, if you are running around and maybe after hours you're looking for something to do, nolashops.com. You can go check them out. There's a whole bunch of stuff out there to see and do, specials and things, and we're on that page still.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. We got tickets to give away for Shatner's Order. We'll give them away, I don't know, next show.
Next
We'll
show,
take-
yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, look, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Instagram.
Follow us on Spreaker.
Yes, for the love of God, follow us on Spreaker. All right, guys, till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.
We are Fox Sports 1280 WODT New Orleans, an iHeart radio station.